and white shorts, doing enough so far, but Glover landed some telling punches in that third period. A couple of really good, meaty-looking headshots getting through, and just when he looked as though he was starting to fade from the fight, really revived his interest. Good stuff.
Symonds has to keep moving his head. When he finishes punching, he's got to keep moving that head because there's going to be a return. Fortunately, Glover's he's not a counter puncher, and he's not a combination puncher. He walks forward, he plows forward, and he throws single punches. So Symonds has got time to get out of the way.
Strong lad, Glover, a brickie by trade, and I'm told working pretty much full-time on the way up to this fight. It's a good shot. Good right hand.
That hurt. That hurt Symonds. Undoubtedly.
Better boxing from Symonds, isn't there? Better movement and variety of shot. A lot of those headshots getting through. Just when he looks to be taking control, Glover will come back. Symonds, have you got him ahead on your card?
I have got Symonds ahead by 1 round.
Although Glover landed some big shots in the third, was it enough to have impressed the referee, John Keane, who's the scoring arbiter?
Symonds just holding on the blind side of the referee there, trying to get his breath back. He's worked incredibly hard, needs to get off the ropes now.
They're both feeling the pace, aren't they? And
Absolutely.
Symonds visibly just flagging a little in this fourth round.
He is looking a little bit sorry for himself. Work's getting a little bit scrappy, Symonds.
Glover just keeps coming forward, doesn't he? Trying to walk through it and land his own telling hooks. The headshot getting through, and that's a good body shot as well.
Much better round by Glover. He's really made these punches tell in this round, picking his punches quite beautifully.
I think Symonds is losing heart a little bit. That right hand again, a big shot from Glover.
Yeah, he's looking a little
Is he
bit...
turning it around, Duke, here?
He certainly is. Those punches hurt Symonds. He's looking a bit hurt, he's wobbled.
Two big bodies, two big headshots from Glover, and Symonds now has to dig deep.
Well, Symonds just losing heart a little bit.
Glover trying to hunt him down.
And doing a good job of... Great right hand.
That he has won, but has the tide turned?
Well, what Symonds actually said to himself in that round is absolutely right. You know, he's getting into a war and coming off second best. So he's got to look at that. Once he starts to move that head, he doesn't get hit with punches. He moves the head, he rolls in, he rolls out, he doesn't get hit with punches. And that's the difference between winning and losing this fight. He's got to keep it clean, keep it tidy. He has the ability to box his way to victory. It's whether or not he can actually do that for the 8-round duration.
Interestingly, Glover has never stopped anybody, which I find a little bit surprising. 6 wins, 5 defeats, 3 draws, and never had a stoppage. And he's not a single punch knockout artist, clearly, but he's got authority in his punches. He is quite heavy-handed.
Just keeps clipping Symonds with the right hand as Glover. Good body shot, good
left hand as well. Switch to the head.
Very good. As you said, Glover's a very solid puncher. Not a knockout artist, but a solid puncher nonetheless. And knows he can hurt Simon with the right hand.
Carry a load of bricks around every day of your life and you become a pretty strong lad.
Symonds has to get back to doing what he was doing in the earlier part of this round. Move his head and work the hands.
He's regrouped pretty well though, hasn't he, after an iffy sort of fourth round?
Yes. See, and although there isn't too many infringements with the head, but there's plenty of shoulder work going in. When it gets physical, that tires you out. And this is where Symonds doesn't want to be on the ropes, inviting Glover in, because he'll come off second best.
Well, I wouldn't like to bet one way or the other at this stage.
It's a good even money fight, but Symonds again walks onto the right hand, and every time he does, it stops him in his tracks. Showing a lot of heart in this round, Symonds.
Wasn't sure what caused that. I can only assume it was a clash of heads, Duke, because I didn't see an obvious punch which did it.
Well, it could have been the accumulation of punches thrown by Symonds.
Came in the closing seconds, didn't it?
Yes. He's got to keep moving his feet, Symonds. Every time Glover advances, just keep giving him angles to punch from. Just like that, that's good work by Symonds.
Yeah, and I just wonder whether it might make Glover a little bit more disorganised, worrying about it. I see that the bleeding has started again in the 6th round. Well, you were lucky, weren't you? One of those fighters who never cut.
Very, very gifted, very, very lucky. Had a great corner in Colin Smith, my trainer, and obviously Denny Mancini, the late Denny Mancini, who was my cut man.
It's a decent left hand from Symonds. Two of them are feeling the pace.
Absolutely. Definitely feeling the pace, Symonds. Glover looks slightly more the fresher. But, you know, every face tells a story. And right now, you'd have to say Glover's face doesn't look like the winner's face. He's bloodied, but determined.
He's still hopefully winging in those hooks. And every now and again he gets one through to the head of Symonds. Trying to walk his man down, but as you say, Duke, he's taken an awful lot, hasn't he? A lot of punches have gone through. But then he comes in with a good left hand like that.
Symonds isn't reading the right hands coming. He's been caught with the right hand all night long, and he doesn't seem to be able to get out of the way of it. It's only when he moves his head that he moves out of the way, harm's way, I should say, of that right hand.
Symonds, of course, trying to throw that right, targeting the injured left eye.
There's no snap behind Symonds' punches now.
Well, that, I don't think, is strictly in the old Queensberry rules.
More gamesmanship by Symonds, doing whatever it takes to take Glover out of his stride. The forward march you get from Glover, it's monotonous, it's methodical. He keeps coming and he keeps coming.
Last few seconds of the 6th. I've still got Symonds ahead on points at the moment. How do you score this round, Duke?